In 2023, India landed the Chandrayaan-3 rover on the lunar South Pole, a feat of engineering precision that no other country had ever achieved. They reached the moon on the first try, and they did it for less money than it costs to film a Hollywood space movie. But back on Earth, the precision disappears. Across India, billion-dollar concrete bridges are snapping in half and crumbling into rivers. This creates a strange national contradiction. We have the engineers required to navigate the vacuum of space, yet the Navi Mumbai Airport project has remained stalled for 2 decades while trying to clear a path through the bureaucracy. Even high-profile international partnerships face this friction. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train was scheduled to open in 2022, but a 7-year delay has pushed the timeline to 2029. Calculating orbital mechanics with world-class precision is a standard at ISRO. Yet that same engineering rigor seems to vanish once a project touches the ground, leaving a trail of half-finished runways and stalled tracks across the map. The friction begins at day 0 with the DPR, the Detailed Project Report. This foundational blueprint covers the technical design, budget, and timeline for every major work. But by 2018, nearly 69% of India's smart city projects were held up by basic planning errors in these reports. These delays are a legacy issue. In 1961, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru inaugurated the Sardar Sarovar Dam. Political gridlock over water rights between neighboring states immediately froze the timeline. Because of those disputes, the project took 56 years to reach completion. This chart shows the financial toll of these delays. For the Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train, the cost has climbed 83% to reach nearly 2 lakh crore rupees. This surge is driven by land acquisition. When the government cannot secure a corridor because of property disputes, the budget expands while the project sits idle. Between flawed blueprints and frozen property rights, the national budget is often drained before the first brick is ever laid. Once construction finally begins, projects hit the L1 trap. Under this system, the government is legally required to award contracts to the lowest bidder. This diagram illustrates the math behind this system. Some contractors bid 48% below the realistic cost of construction just to win the job. To find a profit on that thin of a margin, they are forced to use cheaper, lower-grade materials. In 2016, the Vivekananda flyover in Kolkata collapsed during construction, killing 26 people. Investigators later pointed to serious lapses in material quality, the physical consequence of building to the lowest possible price. If the materials hold, the bureaucracy often fails. Disjointed government agencies, railways, forestry, and urban planning rarely coordinate their efforts. This architectural cross-section shows the absurdity of the Gokhale Bridge in Mumbai. Mid-construction, the railways updated their codes to require higher bridges. The builders followed the new rule, but they didn't adjust the connection to the existing flyover. The result was a 6-foot gap that left the bridge unable to connect. Prioritizing the cheapest bid over the best engineering and failing to align basic codes across agencies turns public works into monuments of wasted capital. South Korea solved the land dispute crisis using a model called land readjustment, or LRD. Instead of trying to buy land from farmers with massive cash payouts, the government pools the plots together and takes 40% of the space for public infrastructure like roads and power lines. The government returns the remaining 60% to the farmers. But because that land is now part of a developed urban grid with utilities and access, its market value multiplies by 10. The farmer gets a smaller but significantly more valuable plot, and the government gets its construction corridor for free. By treating landowners as partners, South Korea saw land values in certain regions increase 13,000 times over 26 years. To fix the L1 trap, Singapore uses the quality fee method in their bidding darts. When you prioritize quality during the bid and combine it with mandatory 5-year structural inspections, a law used in Japan, The result is a durable, high-speed highway system that doesn't crumble under use. These nations engineered legal and economic systems that make quality and interagency cooperation a requirement, not a suggestion. Closing the gap between space-age ambition and terrestrial reality requires a pivot toward two specific policies: the total abolition of L1 bidding and the aggressive deployment of the Gati Shakti single-window clearance portal to break agency silos. Infrastructure is the physical speed of a nation. To compete globally, our roads and rails must move at the same velocity as our digital economy. A nation's development finds its truest proof not in the vacuum of space, but in the unglamorous, everyday reliability of the cities we build and the bridges we cross to get to work.